What lovely weather. Morning walks really are the best. Is that Ashe? I thought it was you. What are you doing out and about so early?
Morning, Annette. I've been teaching some of the townspeople how to read and write, as well as some basic math skills. We were all so into it we didn't notice the time slipping away, and now... it's suddenly morning.
Wow, that's so good of you, Ashe. What made you decide to do that?
When I went into town earlier, I found a merchant selling medicine at outrageous prices. But people were all snapping it up without even questioning it. Well, I couldn't just stand by and watch it happen, so I called a couple folks over to show them the math. A few more people came over, and then a few more, and before I knew it, I found myself becoming their teacher.
That is so you. But seriously, I think it's amazing. If you ever decide to break out the chalk again, I'd love to help. You can handle reading and math and stuff, and I'll teach him magic and history.
Really? That would be great. I enjoy studying a lot, but I don't think I'm very good at actually instructing people.
Well, they are two completely different things. Speaking of which, didn't Lord Lonato teach you your letters and numbers?
Yes, although my father showed me some basic arithmetic as well. Lonato always used to say that study is the path to one's own morality.
What does that mean?
Well, there's no universal rules for what's right and what's wrong, you know? So you have to find your own morality, something you can believe in and stick to, no matter what. He also said a person needs knowledge and education to make that happen.
I suppose knowledge does grant the power to make sound judgments. I mean, I saw everything differently once I started attending the School of Sorcery and the Officers' Academy.
Most of the people here lack the means to attend such institutions, but they still contend with danger and lies on a daily basis. I want to give them the tools to see their way clear of that. So, I guess that's why I'm teaching them. I want to meet them as an equal, not as a Knight of Fargus, but as someone who knows exactly what they're going through.
That's incredible, Ashe. I think I could learn a thing or two from you, too. Hey, Ashe, listen to this.
What's got you so excited, Annette?
Remember Odette, the flower peddler we taught how to read and write? Well, apparently, the School of Sorcery thought she had talent, and they accepted her as a student.
Wow, that's impressive. The School of Sorcery isn't easy to get into.
Right? I'm so glad we took the time to teach everyone.
It's strange to think that someone I helped is going to study under those teachers. Strange, but also great.
Speaking of the teachers, there's something I need to tell you. I had another reason for wanting to help you instruct the villagers.
Oh? What's that?
When I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher at the School of Sorcery. It didn't even have to be that school necessarily. I just wanted to make a living as an instructor somewhere. And when I started teaching some of the townspeople here with you, it was so much fun.
You did seem to be enjoying yourself.
I know, right? My favorite part was when someone would have that aha moment and their face would just light up. It really made all the time I'd spent studying feel worth it.
You're a great teacher, Annette. I think it's your calling, honestly. I've never seen anyone so patient with people when they're struggling to understand. If you ask me, you should become a full-fledged professor. I'd love to study under an instructor like you.
Oh gosh, you're making me blush. But if you really think that, then I'm gonna go for it. But that means I need to hit the books. Oh, and probably chat with some of the teachers at the School of Sorcery.
If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
No way, mister. You have your own dream to pursue. I mean, you want to become a world-renowned knight, right?
Well, sure, but you've helped me so much, I feel like I need to return the favor. Besides, you're a citizen of Fargus, and it's a knight's job to help the people.
I love how focused you are on that dream. It's almost silly, because you're already the greatest knight I know. Okay, I'm off to borrow some books from the capital, but maybe I'll ask for your help after that. Oh, and if we ever get the chance, I'd love to visit Garreg Mach's library. If you wouldn't mind going with me, that is.
You can count on me.
Thanks. Just you watch, Ashe. I'll be a real professor before you know it.
You were brilliant in the previous battle, Annette.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. It's an honor to be complimented by one of the School of Sorcery's most legendary alumni.
I'm legendary now, am I? Well, I can't say I disagree.
I heard so many stories about you, though I don't know how true any of them are. Like, there's one where you turned a bunch of bossy noble kids into horses, apparently?
Oh, yes! I remember that spell. I titled it, Wherefore Winnies. I was so overjoyed at having completed it that I began using it everywhere, and thus a tiny misunderstanding was born.
I also heard you were smart enough to argue magical theory with the teachers and win.
Ugh, arguing is such a gauche way to put it. But these stories offer only a glimpse into who I am. Such trifling incidents are hardly worthy of the word legendary.
Yeah, but it sounds like at least some of them actually happened, right? I never dreamed I'd be fighting beside as big a legend as you. It honestly makes me kind of nervous.
No need for such modesty. After all, you yourself are among the most talented women in all the kingdom.
Oh gosh, that's high praise. Did a teacher say it, maybe?
No, I merely happened to read that book you wrote during your time there.
Book? Oh, but no. I mean, I'm not even sure I'd call that a book, so... Really, it was more like a collection of memos on how to bake Mercy's treats.
Making magical morsels. Exactly. That book spoke to my very soul. The thought of using magic to simplify complicated cooking tasks was nothing short of revolutionary.
Okay, but how did you get your hands on it? It was supposed to be private. I mean, I did give a teacher permission to present one of the spells, but...
Combining ice and wind magic to make the outside soft while the inside stays crunchy. Oh, remarkable! It created a radical new movement of desserts that were softer, sweeter, and more divine than any which had come before. If you aren't proud of that, you can't be proud of anything. Though it is unfortunate the treats cannot be made without the use of the school's facilities.
Well, it's not that I'm not proud, but it's also not like I wrote it all by myself either. I mean, sure, the magic was me, but Mercy is the one who taught me how to bake in the first place.
Ah, Mercedes, I am well aware that her little delicacies are the finest in all Fodlan.
Like those ones with pockets of sweetened butter mixed into the dough? I would kill for one of those right now.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Is it a new creation? I must ask her to make it for me. Ahem. In any case, I look forward to getting to know you better, Annette. I anticipate many lively theoretical discussions ahead. Are you free at the moment, Annette? I was wondering if you might help me with something.
I sure am. What's up?
Well, I wish to conduct an experiment outside today, though naturally I'm a touch hesitant about it.
Because your mood changes outside, right?
Exactly. And though I'm deeply reluctant to experience that, one cannot make an omelet without throwing a few eggs against the wall.
Well, I think you're a genius regardless, so I'm happy to help. No time like the present, right? Let's do this.
Oh, please stop pulling me along. I haven't even told you what the experiment is yet. Oh dear. Oh dear. Are you certain you want to do this, Annette? I sincerely doubt any magic built upon my crude ideas could ever work.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's get started.
Well, if you insist, I suppose we must begin this foolish experiment.
Hey, I forgot to ask. What is the experiment anyway?
Oh, just a completely useless spell meant to gather cats from the surrounding area.
Oh gosh, cute! What are you waiting for? Let's get started! The spell seemed to go off all right, but nothing happened.
I knew it. I'm an utter failure. My research papers should be gathered up and used to wipe mud from the hooves of swine. Perhaps this is fate's way of telling me magic is beyond my comprehension, and I was a fool to ever try.
Look, moping about it won't help anything. So let's both take a deep breath and figure out what went wrong. Okay, I've got an idea. If we take the flower catalyst and use wind magic to spread the fragrance...
Oh, look, it attracts insects. Quick, grab that cockroach before it scurries away. It's clearly a finer sorceress than I.
Ew, gross! But yeah, that didn't work at all. Maybe if we use this mineral instead?
Goodness, the reflective light has attracted the attention of birds.
And they're really mad for some reason. Run, Constance, run!
Whew! I had intended that to be a brief exercise, but it proved to be quite the ordeal.
Sorry that all my tinkering just made things worse. But hey, I did notice one thing. When those insects and birds showed up, there sure were a lot of them.
True. Each attempt did seem to attract a single type of creature in unnaturally vast numbers. Does that indicate that the spell can indeed effectively summon a swarm of one specific species?
It would certainly explain why the flower attracted so many bugs. Ugh. And why the light of the mineral called down such a huge flock of birds.
Why, this is a magnificent discovery! I feel we're on the cusp of breaking new ground!
Maybe it didn't go as planned, but I guess this turned out to be a pretty big success, huh?
There's no time to waste, Annette! We must investigate the cause of this phenomenon at once!
Yeah! I bet you'll create something revolutionary! Oh, how do I even...
Annette, what are you doing?
Oh, Dedue. Perfect timing. Got a sec? So, here's my problem. I'm not entirely sure how to... use this thing.
That is a hero's relic, yes?
Yep, it's called Crusher. I know, pretty intimidating. It used to belong to my uncle. But it's really, really heavy. Just lugging it around tires me out like nothing else. Plus, whenever I swing the thing, I feel like it's gonna take me right along with it.
It does look heavy, yes. Even without its power as a relic, no armor could possibly stand against such weight.
Sounds like I need to build up some muscle then. That's probably gonna take a while, huh? Too bad I'm not already as big and tall as you.
You might not be able to change your stature, but physique isn't everything.
You know, I think I've heard my father say the same thing. And if that's the case, I'd like to try a few things. Have time to help?
Very well.
Thanks. Though, on second thought, I probably shouldn't go around swinging a relic at you.
I often do my training with a large bag of rocks.
That could work.
Use your entire body, Annette. If you only use your arms, you'll be sent spinning.
Okay, like this? Yeah!
Exactly.
Whew, what a workout. Still, I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. Thanks, Dedue. You're a lifesaver.
Glad to be of service.
I wasn't sure I'd ever be able to wield something like a hero's relic. But you gave me the motivation to try. I'm gonna use this puppy to keep everyone safe. Just you watch.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Huh? Dedue, what are you doing here?
Ah, Annette, I was training.
Wow, do you ever take a break? 'Cause you should. It's almost dinner time.
I don't plan to stop yet. I'm still not strong enough.
Not strong? You mean with your axe? Come on, you're plenty good at swinging that guy around.
No. I must make up for my inability to wield a hero's relic. You, Felix, and the others are all able to make use of their immense power. I know I can never rise to that level, but if I could somehow close the gap. To be honest, I'm envious. Envious of your ability to wield such a powerful instrument.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard you open up like that before.
I apologize. Please forget I said anything.
No, I'm happy you told me. I feel closer to you now. Anyway, I think you're really strong already. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Truly?
Yeah, you're invaluable with or without a relic. Crests and relics are only useful on the battlefield anyway. But you can cook and sew and do all kinds of helpful stuff. Meanwhile, I'm pretty much just 9 thumbs and a toe. Plus, you swing around that heavy axe like it's nothing. So I mean it, Dedue. You're amazing.
We each have something the other lacks.
Exactly. Besides, maybe it's a good thing that you can't use a relic. If you could, you'd be too good and the rest of us would just be getting in your way all the time. Training is fine and dandy, but don't be so hard on yourself, okay?
You're strong in your own way, Annette. Your optimism is infectious. It aids not only me, but everyone else as well.
Aw, you're making me blush. Still, I guess being positive sort of is one of my special talents, huh? And if it managed to help you even a little, that's enough for me. Anyway, I made dinner today, so let's head back and start feasting. It'll be yummy, promise. I mean, I did manage to make the bottom of the pot fall out, so things got a little hairy there for a second, but it smells great.
The bottom fell out?
Yeah, but it turned out amazing, I swear. I can't wait for you to try some.
How did you manage to... Never mind. Let's eat before it grows cold.
No, Annette! Get back!
That was a close one. Good thing we had water nearby.
My apologies. It was foolish for me to attempt that without prior experience.
No, it was my fault for asking you to try and light it with magic.
The fault is mine alone. You had no way of knowing that my aptitude for magic was so lacking. And we were lucky it only resulted in a small explosion. Had the flames spread, it easily may have proved disastrous.
Aw, don't beat yourself up over it. We were able to put it out quickly, and that's all that matters.
What a remarkably positive spin on the matter. Still, I'm relieved you weren't hurt. I have always been abysmal at magic. My father and grandfather were the same, so perhaps I inherited it from them.
Yeah, I guess you're better suited to fighting with something sharp and pointy.
Actually, I had a fair amount of interest in becoming a mage when I was a boy. An old friend of mine would give magic demonstrations, and I always found myself terribly jealous of her abilities.
Well, you know there's a school of sorcery in the capital, right? You definitely should have enrolled.
But I knew they only accepted students who display at least a modicum of talent for the craft. Every time I glimpsed one of those students, I found myself envious of their skill.
I had no idea. But hey, if you're interested, how about I teach you a bit? We can start right now.
You would do that?
Sure. See, I've been helping out at the school ever since I came back to the capital. And after talking with everyone there, I've been thinking it would be fun to, teach somebody. I'd like to help people get better at magic, even if they're really, really, really bad at it.
A fine aspiration. If you'll have me, I would be honored to be your first pupil. Though I imagine your skills can be put to use helping many people besides just myself. I know I am not the first person, nor will I be the last, to accidentally conjure up an explosion.
Come on, Dimitri. It's not like I'll be that much help. But regardless, I'm confident that becoming a teacher is the path for me. Right then, Your Majesty. Let's start by practicing some fire magic.
You want me to cast the same spell again? Well, if you think it best.
Fire spells are the most basic magic of all. You just let the old power build up, and then boom, let loose. Okay, so start by using your hands to focus your energy.
Like this?
Don't be so hesitant. We've got plenty of water here, so really lean into it.
I wasn't intending to hold back. Perhaps I could charge it up a bit more.
Ah! Your Majesty, are you all right?
I fear we may have a long road ahead of us.
Annette, how does that song about the dancing swamp beasties end?
It wasn't swamp beasties, it was bears. A song about dancing swamp beasties wouldn't be nearly as cute.
It was supposed to be cute? Anyway, I'd never heard a song like that before, and now I can't get it out of my head.
Wait, really? Wow, I'm flattered. But it's not like I can make up the rest of it on the spot. Why don't you go see an opera or something? Get a better song stuck up in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Guess I've been interested in seeing an opera in the past, but I've never gone.
Now that you mention it, I don't know if they even perform opera in Fargus. But the church is in Camulus now, and they have volunteers who put on operas every now and then. I've been helping Dorothea and the others there, and it's really expanded my repertoire of songs.
Well then, sing one for me. Just belt out whatever pops into your head.
You got it. I'll sing you my favorite. Me, me, me. A shimmering life burns down to ash. Then since I'm all hot and sweaty, I hop in the bath. Soon I get real dizzy, which puts me in a tizzy. But eventually I feel way, 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 way better. So I decide to hop back in the bath again. Whew.
Huh. You take baths when you're already hot? That's some impressive fortitude. I think I underestimated you.
Oh.
Wait, but then you get back in the bath even though it made you dizzy. You must seriously love bathing. Well, this has been fascinating. I had no idea operas could have such unexpected developments.
Operas aren't like that at all. That's just an aria I learned a long time ago, and I don't even really remember the words. It wasn't supposed to be a song about taking a bath. It was supposed to be serious.
Wait, really? That's much less interesting.
No, you don't... Look, a real opera is much better, all right? I'll take you to one sometime, and you'll see. It'll take your breath away when you hear it. I bet you'll fall head over heels in love.
Fine. But let's save it until the war's over. If it's really that good, I want to make sure I give it my full attention.
Then we're definitely going to see an opera. It's a promise.
Am I actually a good knight? I feel like I'm hindering more than helping most of the time.
What's wrong, Ignatz? You look sad.
Oh, hey, Annette. Sorry to make you worry. I was just pondering some things you don't need to worry about. Huh. Say, you're Gustav's daughter, right?
Yes? Why exactly?
Well, Gustav is said to be one of the finest knights in all of Fargus. So... Listen, do you have a minute to talk?
Of course. What's on your mind?
I've been thinking about something recently. I don't know if I'm any use as a knight.
What? Come on, Ignatz. You help us out plenty. Everyone relies on you.
Do you, though? I mean, I'm a knight, but I don't have any particular skill where I'm outstanding. That's, why I was hoping I could learn a thing or two from stories about your father. Gustav is a legendary knight who served generations of Fargus kings, after all.
Okay, this is making me blush, and I'm not even the subject of the flattery. But hey, I'm happy to tell you what I know.
Ah, thank you. In that case, let me dive right in. So, what sort of training does he normally do?
He doesn't go a day without training with both the sword and spear. And I'm serious, I don't think he's taken a day off in decades.
Interesting. So, he must have been made a royal knight in recognition for all his hard work, right?
I'm not sure if it's from hard work exactly. Okay, so this might just be one of my uncle's jokes, but my father started working as a soldier at the royal castle when he was even younger than we are now. And 40 or so years ago, apparently he saw the previous king, who was just a kid at the time, fall off one of the ramparts. So he threw his spear and pinned the young king's clothes to the wall, which saved his life. Anyway, that's apparently what got him promoted.
That's, well, it's so specific that I can't entirely dismiss it as a joke.
After that, my father changed his training regimen to include spearing falling leaves onto tree trunks. Hundreds of them, every day, I'm told.
He does all that just for training? I don't think I could pin one leaf, not to mention hundreds. Sorry, Annette. I think I've set my sights too high.
Sorry about earlier, Ignatz. I wasn't much help at all.
No, it's fine. You actually did a lot. If anything, your stories of Gustav just helped to confirm what I was thinking.
That you're not cut out to be a knight? Is that what you were going to say?
Exactly. You're pretty sharp, Annette.
Well, since I'm the one that brought on this misunderstanding, I'd better clear it up.
What misunderstanding?
Look, my father is clearly an incredible knight, and everyone knows it. But if everyone was a knight just like him, we'd still end up losing every war we fought. Don't let looks fool you. He's sloppy when it comes to taking care of himself. Also, he can be stubborn as a mule, and he's a complete worrywart to boot.
But he's maybe the best fighter in the land. And isn't that what a knight's job entails?
Not necessarily. The thing is, there are all kinds of different people who report to my father. And most are excellent fighters, sure, but then there are others who can barely even ride a horse. Yet my father relies on them all the same.
But how can he rely on a knight who can't fight?
Because they have other skills. For example, a handful of his reports know absolutely everything about cooking and ingredients. Imagine they're under attack and rations are running low. Those people tell the others what ingredients to gather and use them to make food, which allows everyone to fight another day.
Which is how they gain his trust.
Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, and it's a commanding officer's job to know what those are and give orders accordingly. And sure, all of this comes secondhand from my father, but I also know it's true. So, I don't think there's any reason for you to be so pessimistic. Charging directly into the gut of the enemy's main force isn't the only way for a knight to be useful.
So, you really think I'm still helping in some way?
Absolutely. Maybe it's your skill in painting, or your knowledge about works of art, or how carefully you always look at your surroundings. You have a lot of strengths, and it would be a real pity to bury them all under an avalanche of, "I'm not cut out for this kind of thing."
You know what? You're right. There are all kinds of different people in our army. And in that case, I think I'll keep trying to be a better knight.
I'm so glad to hear that. This was really weighing on me, so I couldn't just let it go. And hey, you know how I always make a mess of things the second I lose my focus? Well, I used to get really worried about that for the same reason as you. I thought I was holding everyone back.
Really? But you help us all the time, Annette. I mean, if not for you cheering me up, I probably would have resigned from my knighthood.
Oh, that makes me so happy, Ignatz. I'm really glad I could help. I know we both have our own sets of worries to deal with, but we'll just keep working hard together.
And I know I can work harder if I'm with you.
It's fine, we're fine. Everything's fine here. Just gonna grab it and run right back out.
Good evening, Annette. Ah, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, Ingrid, it's just you. Sorry about that. Guess I'm a little jumpy right now.
Don't worry, it's fine. But if I may, what are you doing out here so late at night?
I forgot my book in the mess hall and came back to grab it.
What a coincidence. I was also headed to the mess hall to look for something.
Oh, yay! Then we can go together. Seriously, I'd feel so much better if you were with me.
Not entirely sure why that's the case, but okay.
Oh gosh, it's so dark. What was that? I think it came from the grass over there.
Probably just another night owl. I wonder if it's... Annette, stop! You're going to run into that pile of...
Ow! Who put these crates here?
crates. Oh, Annette.
Well, that was quite the ordeal, but we finally made it. Thanks, Ingrid.
I'm glad nobody got hurt, aside from you in those crates. But if I may, Annette, are you afraid of the dark?
Yeah, actually. I've been afraid of it my whole life. I give anything not to be, but I just can't seem to shake it. What about you, Ingrid? Aren't you scared? I mean, a ghost could pop out of anywhere and ghost you.
The dark does not really bother me, no. And as I have never seen a ghost, I'm not afraid of them.
But doesn't it scare you to think about it? I mean, just imagine some icky dead person rising from the earth and coming at you with big, chattery teeth.
Certainly, we had such stories back home in Galatea. My brothers loved to tell them when I was a child. But if they were true, we would not be able to walk to breakfast without bumping into a horde of the dead.
Huh. Yeah, I suppose that's true. But it's still hard to get the idea out of my head.
I personally think it would be wonderful if the dead became ghosts and we could see them again. But when people die, that's it. We can't see or speak to them ever again.
Yeah, when someone dies, they're gone forever. But that's all the more reason to treasure what little time we get, right?
Agreed. We have only one life to live after all.
In that case, I'm gonna walk back all by myself.
Are you sure? We went through quite the struggle just to make it here.
If I want to conquer my fears, I'd better do it while I'm alive. The dark is still pretty terrifying, but I'm gonna push through it.
I could learn a thing or two from her optimism. We only live once.
Ah, Annette! Good day to you! I see you remain as sprightly and sweet as a newly bloomed flower.
Hi, Lawrence.
Oh my. Have I done something to invite your displeasure?
You just kind of brought back a bad memory from a long time ago. Back at the School of Sorcery, there was this one time this noble guy made fun of me.
What manner of cur would dare do such a thing? If a noble ever presumes to mock your genius, point me in their direction so I might give them a taste of their own medicine.
Well, then pop the cork on that medicine bottle and take a nice big gulp.
Hold a moment. Are you implying that I am the one who mocked you?
I'm not implying it, I'm saying it. You made fun of me the first time we ever met. You were all like, "I say, you there, this is no place for a child. Now run along to your parents before I summon the watch." We simply cannot abide a common scullery maid wandering these hallowed halls. Why, we'd be made a laughingstock. You thought I was some lost kid, and you called me a scullery maid.
Yes, I do seem to vaguely recall the incident. Oh, so that scullery maid was you! That is, you were in fact no maid at all, but the noble niece of Baron Dominic. You have my sincerest apologies for the error. Pray forgive my impertinent tongue.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, it would be silly to keep hanging on to a grudge like that, right?
If we'd had but another chance to properly converse back then, I'm certain the matter would have been cleared up with some ease. But sadly, that day was both our first and last opportunity to meet.
Now that you mention it, I don't remember seeing you around after that.
Yes, because my father swiftly summoned me back to Alliance territory. After the king's death, the kingdom had become too unstable for me to remain there any longer.
Oh, right. That was right around the tragedy of Dusker.
My father worried that relations between the kingdom and Alliance might become strained. As such, I was forced to leave school mere days after my arrival.
Huh. Kind of funny how we keep ending up together like this.
Yes, it seems fate strives to keep us together, whether at the School of Sorcery, the Academy, or here. And I, for one, look forward to seeing what the future holds.
Me too. But if you ever call me a kid or a maid again, no amount of summoning the watch is gonna save you.
I swear on my life, those words shall never cross my lips again. And by way of apology for my odious blunder, I hereby swear to come to your aid if ever you require it. Just say the word, and I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, will hurry to your side. Ah, Annette, good day to you.
Hey, Lawrence. Did you need something?
Yes, there is something I simply had to tell you.
Please don't say you want to ask me out.
Perish the thought. I merely wanted to praise you for your diligence, as it has clearly been paying off.
Thanks, I guess. What's all this about?
I have borne witness to your magnificent exploits, both on and off the battlefield. Such achievements could only be possible through tireless effort. That kind of brilliance is impressive, no matter if you're a noble or a common lass of the lowest birth. Is something the matter? You look like a pigeon that's just been struck in the face with wind magic.
It just came out of the blue is all. I wasn't really expecting you to compliment me.
Ah, but I am wounded. Is receiving a compliment from me truly so shocking? I merely wanted to express my heartfelt admiration, not least of all because of the misunderstanding which has long stood between us. I thought it best to speak my mind before fate's fickle hand separates us yet again.
You are so odd sometimes.
And now you laugh at me. Might I inquire as to why? I see nothing odd about praising a dear colleague.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It just hit me that you're actually totally sincere about all this.
Had that not been apparent? How could I be anything less than sincere in my desire to mend our previously strained relationship?
Well, I'm glad you appreciate all of my efforts, Lawrence. I really am. Because when you called me a child back then, it felt like you were dismissing all the hard work it took to make it into the School of Sorcery. I think some part of me has wanted to win your approval ever since, so it feels great to finally have it happen. You're a better judge of character than I gave you credit for, Lawrence.
Naturally. It is a noble's sacred duty to stand above others and correctly evaluate their worth, after all.
Well then, as something of a noble myself, I guess I could stand to learn more about that from you.
That would be splendid! Well then, from one noble to another, perhaps you might join me for a meal so we might discuss issues of...
Let's not. I wouldn't want to spoil my newfound appreciation for you.
Is that so? How unfortunate. Perhaps some other...
Whoa, look at the time. I better get going. I need to do something with all this extra motivation.
Well, no matter. I need only follow her example and work tirelessly toward my goal. For I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, must aspire to nothing less.
What are you doing up so late, Mercy?
I was having trouble sleeping. You too, Annie?
Yup. I'm just so nervous about our battle tomorrow.
Perhaps we should chat for a while to ease our nerves.
That's a great idea. It reminds me of when we were students at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad.
When we shared a room and would stay up chattering until dawn?
Exactly. It feels like that was forever ago.
So much has happened in the meantime. We enrolled in the Officers' Academy, the war began.
But we've stuck together through it all, even after classes were suspended. Of course, I'm so clumsy I felt like I was always getting in people's way while we were there. I couldn't have gotten through all this without you by my side.
And I've relied on you just as much. In fact, it often feels like you're the one who's constantly coming to my aid lately. Remember when I got stuck in that bandit's trap? I thought I was done for, but you came to my rescue.
Well, I wasn't gonna leave you in a bandit trap. Although, I just ended up falling right in and getting wounded myself. I was so desperate to save you, I wasn't paying attention to what was around me. If not for you healing me, I don't know what would have happened.
Well, we worked together and made it back in one piece, so all's well that ends well.
You know, I think we've always been like this. I feel like I can overcome anything so long as I'm with you.
And I feel the same. I hope we will be friends forever.
Oh, for sure. We'll be best friends until we're a couple of wrinkled old grannies. There are so many things I want to do with you, and so many places I want to go. I don't care if we're strolling through Deirdre or just window shopping. Everything's better with you.
I would love to go shopping in the capital, and then later... Say, Annie, why don't we wait to talk about this until the war is over?
What? Why?
Because then we can each write down things we want to do as we think of them, and then show our list to each other afterward. Doesn't that sound fun?
That sounds very fun. We can even compete to see who has the longest list. I'm gonna scribble all my plans down as soon as I get back to my room so I don't forget.
But won't that keep you up longer?
Oh, right. My insomnia. You were so busy chatting, I forgot all about it. Thanks, Mercy. I feel a lot better now.
My sentiments exactly. Good night, Annie. I'll see you tomorrow.
From the slimy depths of the swamp they rise, great beasties of every shape and size. They dance in a ring and... No, that's not right. Their slime they fling and... Huh? Who's there?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you getting in a little choir practice there?
Oh, it's you, Sylvain. Were you listening that whole time?
Pretty much. I must say, that song's super creative. You're the only person I know who could think up something like that.
I feel like you were about to use another word there.
Nope, great song, top notch, A+. Are you going to perform it soon?
I was actually gonna sing it for everyone later tonight. I came up with the lyrics and tune myself, and now that I'm finished, I can perform it loud and proud.
And it's a song about swamp beasties. Did I hear that part right?
And what's wrong with swamp beasties?
Nothing in particular. It's just that if you're gonna sing it in front of everyone, maybe it should be, I don't know, relatable? I mean, swamp beasties are so beastie. Ugh. Wouldn't it be better with a puppy or a baby sheep or something cute like that?
I see what you're saying. Cute animals, cute animals. Oh, what about bears? Huge ones.
Yeah, I guess huge bears are better than beasties. I mean, they are pretty cute when they're not trying to tear your face off. Okay, that's good. Except I'm pretty sure bears don't live in swamps. So if you switch it up, it should probably be about giant bears dancing in the woods.
That is the most adorable thing I've ever heard. Are you secretly a professional songwriter, Sylvain?
Absolutely not. In fact, I feel like I should apologize for butting in with ideas when you've clearly been working so hard on this.
Oh, don't apologize. If it helps make it a song everyone will enjoy, I'm all for it. I'm glad we're close enough for you to give your honest opinion.
Well, I've never been one to ignore hardworking girls like you, and I'd love to hear it when it's finished. Wait, what's with the look? Did you come up with the new lyrics already?
Yep. Your suggestions gave me all the inspiration I needed.
Impressive. Why don't you sing it for me?
Of course. I'm sure you'll love it. From the forest they appear, a sleuth of bears with cute round ears. They dance in a ring and enjoy the beats, but tonight they'll feast on meaty treats.
That actually might be more creepy somehow. But hey, maybe writing weird songs is a talent all of its own. At the very least, they're great at distracting me from real-life worries. Thanks, Annette.
Oh, it's so late. I didn't mean to take this much of a detour.
Just getting back?
Hey, Dedue. Hope I didn't worry you.
You didn't. You were in town, yes?
I went to pick up some supplies, but on the way back I saw these flowers blooming, and I just couldn't help but pick some.
Ah, yarrows.
They're used as an ingredient in healing salves, although you can also slap the leaves on your wounds and get mostly the same effect. Oh, and I plan on soaking them in alcohol. It'll produce a liquid that can be used for a wonderful ointment. Though I suppose it would be faster to just use healing magic.
You seem well informed on the subject.
Lorenzo knew all about it. So I picked up a few things from him.
Lord Lorenzo had an interest in plants?
Oh, sure. He kept tons of botanical encyclopedias and books like that in his room. He loved flowers. He even kept a small herb garden at Castle Caspar. Hey, you like gardening too, right? I mean, you were always watering the flowers in the greenhouse back at Garreg Mach.
I suppose I do, though I know little of the medicinal properties.
Yeah, I guess knowing how to grow plants is different from knowing how to use them.
Even so, the greenhouse was a treasure to me.
You're right about that. I found flowers there I'd never even seen in Castle Gaspar's garden.
I would like very much to visit this garden of yours one day.
We should go. Of course, a lot has happened since I last saw it, but my younger siblings should still be looking after it.
I look forward to it. Though, how did Lord Lonato come to know so much about medicinal herbs?
He used to serve Grand Duke Rufus, so maybe he studied them while he was in the capital.
Perhaps.
Sorry, I'm just sitting here chatting away when I should be off making myself useful.
Of course. Medicinal herbs. Ashe, you've come at the perfect time.
Why is that? Oh no, am I interrupting?
Not at all. In fact, I'd like you to try this tea.
Sure. Did you create this blend yourself?
I did. Your talk of medicinal herbs inspired me to study them. I created a number of different brews, thinking I might find one suitable for His Majesty. But first, I would like your opinion on the quality.
Taste testing, is it? I'd be happy to help. Oh, this tastes like...
Yes? How do you find it?
Dedue, what did you use in this?
The same flour you gathered before, mixed with some other herbs, then steamed. I read that doctors in the capital frequently concoct a similar blend. Does it not suit your tastes?
No, I love it. It actually reminds me of something. Of course! This is what Lonato used to give me when he first took me in.
Lord Lonato used to brew this tea?
He sure did. Wow, this really takes me back. I wasn't born into a noble family, so when I started living with Lonato, I had no idea how to act. I was nervous as anything at first, but I'd always calm right down the moment I drank his tea.
I did read that this tea is useful for calming nerves. Perhaps he was trying to make you feel at home.
That sounds like him. I was pretty young at the time, so I never knew what kind of tea it was, but this definitely has the same flavor. Strange to think I've been in the capital for 2 years now and never came upon it again until today. I wonder if Lonato ever served this tea to Grand Duke Rufus.
He never said?
No, I guess the two of them had a falling out a long time ago. He never really talked about his time in the capital. But I think he started studying herbs as a way to help the Grand Duke. Just like you're studying them to aid His Majesty.
It's possible.
Anyway, thank you, Dedue. That really hit the spot. Hey, would you teach me how to brew it sometime? I'd love to let everyone else try it.
Yes, of course.
Time certainly does fly, Ashe. Why, it's already been 1.5 years since you became a knight. Still, it must be difficult working in such unfamiliar lands. Are you doing well?
Yeah, I'm great. Everyone in the capital has been really nice, honestly. If anything, I guess I'm still just unsure if I have what it takes to be a knight.
Do not give in to doubt. Remember, most knights currently in the service of House Blythed only entered the castle after I became king. You have fought with me for much longer, and so in that sense, you have the advantage.
Sure, but I'm not nobility. I don't even have a crest. So, I want to repay you for appointing me, even if it costs me my life.
I see. Tell me, Ashe, what exactly does knighthood mean to you?
Huh? I'd say knights are loyal to the king, and willing to give their lives to protect the crown and their people. That's right. Right?
That is indeed what many claim a knight should be, but reality is rarely so rosy. Put bluntly, it is the job of a knight to dispense death. The code of chivalry emphasizes loyalty, yes, but this is only to ensure knights remain under the complete control of their lords.
Well, I mean, I guess that's true.
I have no quarrel with your dedicating yourself to such a code, but there is no need to stake your life upon it.
But...
My closest friend was a knight who served the royal family. He was near to my own age, and I admired him greatly. But one day, I watched him die. He stood his ground and fought bravely, but his life was snuffed out in the blink of an eye all the same.
You're talking about Felix's brother, right? I remember Lord Rodrigue mentioning him.
His dying screams echo in my mind to this day. My point, Ashe, is that there may come a time when you must decide between your loyalty and your life. And though I know this to be a selfish request, when that day comes, I want you to choose life.
Even if it means turning my bow against you?
Especially then. If you find yourself unable to follow through, I beg you to leave the battlefield quietly and with all haste. I pray it never comes to that.
Right. I have something to say, though. I don't think that friend who protected you threw his life away because he was a knight. He just wanted to save his best friend.
Even if it meant destroying futures that might have come to pass had he but lived?
Look, I don't know if what he did was right. So if you're asking me not to throw my life away, I promise that I won't. But I don't think it's wrong to fight to the end for someone that you love.
Well put. Perhaps you're right. In any case, I must be off. I have drills I must attend to. After all, I must do everything in my power to be the sort of ruler worthy of such loyalty.
You've done more than enough, Your Majesty. We all respect you to the ends of Fodlan. Felix, what are you doing here?
I had business in the capital. Speaking of, I hear you're that boar's knight now.
Boar? Oh, you mean His Majesty.
Yeah, him. You must have it rough with a tiresome man like that leading you.
I think you're exaggerating, Felix. I wouldn't call him that at all. In fact, he even does our jobs for us sometimes.
See, that's exactly why he's such a problem. You should steal your job back from him once in a while. Use force if you have to.
Felix, are you?
Anyway, the castle has certainly changed in the past, what, 2 years since he took over? For one thing, there are many more commoners among the knights.
You have a good eye to notice that. But yes, His Majesty says there are pros and cons to it. For example, knights from noble families tend to be more polite and respectful. There were a lot of scuffles and misunderstandings in the beginning, but things seem to be calming down now.
And which are you, noble or commoner? You became a knight on Lord Lenato's recommendation, right?
Yeah, my situation is kind of strange. I'm almost stuck right in the middle. Still, I feel like there are things only I can do precisely because I don't fit into either box. But whenever I'm in real trouble, His Majesty and Dedue always come to my aid. So that's good.
Dedue as well, huh?
Yep, even the knights accept him as one of us now. No one's a better cook or more skilled with their hands. And he's a proper demon on the battlefield to boot. I hope to be more like him someday.
Please, no. One of him is more than enough. Especially that blind loyalty. Imitate that and you'll only end up throwing away your life on the battlefield.
Oh, are you worried about us? That's sweet, Felix. I always had the impression you cared for your friends, and now I know I'm right.
Excuse me?
I mean, sure, the things you say are pretty harsh, but you can't bring yourself to actually abandon someone. You always show so much concern for me, and for Dedue, and even for His Majesty.
Yeah, well, it'd be more work for me if anything happened to you, that's all. I'm busy enough as it is. Can't afford to take on more issues.
Well then, I'll do my best not to add to your problems.
I doubt you'll need to try that hard. You do a decent enough job of supporting folks already. So, keep up the good work and maybe I'll lend you a hand someday. You know, if you need it.
Thanks, Felix. I'll be counting on you.
This lovely weather gives cause for my feet to wander of their own accord. Hmm? Oh, I think I spy a familiar face! Good day, Ashe.
Morning, Flayn. Out for a stroll?
Yes. And you are... fishing?
Yep. The army's a bit short on provisions, so I was thinking I could help add to the pile.
What a simply splendid idea. Can I take a look at your catch?
Oh, help yourself. I've been out here since before dawn, so there's quite a few fish already.
Goodness, you're right. You must be a talented angler indeed.
Oh, thanks, Flayn. And yeah, not to brag or anything, but I'm pretty confident in my abilities with the old fishing pole. My brother used to take me fishing in a nearby river when I was little.
So he taught you all you know? I must admit I'm ever so jealous. I used to go fishing with my mother long ago, but I haven't done it in years at this point. And if I even think about getting close to a river now, my brother swoops down to give me an earful.
I'm sure he's just concerned. I'd be scared to let my younger siblings fish all by themselves, too. Do you want to give it a go now?
Really?
Why not? I mean, I'll be right here to make sure you don't fall in or anything.
Thank you very much, Ashe. I'm going to catch a big one. Oh! I hooked one!
Look at that line bend! It must be huge!
Curses! It escaped.
I caught a glimpse of its shadow when you tried to reel it in. That thing was a monster.
I'm surprised to learn this river is home to a fish as large as that.
Same. I've been coming here for a long time and never once seen one that big.
It is decided then. The next time I find that fish, I will capture it. Will you join me again when that time comes? My brother will be more amenable if you agree to be there watching over me.
Setteth amenable? Yeah, that'll be the day. But sure, I'd be glad to tag along.
Oh, this one is really pulling the line.
It must be our monster! Time to put what you practiced into action.
Yes, I am no longer the clumsy novice you slipped away from before, foul fish! It's not working! What do I do?
Don't give up! Play your line out a little, and let the fish tire itself out.
Like this?
Yeah, that's good. Now wait. Wait. Now! Pull as hard as you can! Flayn, look out!
We did it, Ashe! Oh, I can scarce believe I managed to capture the beast.
Yeah, that was close. I thought the fish was going to catch you there for a second.
Yes, I might have gotten a bit carried away there. Had you not grabbed my arm when you did, I might be swimming in the river myself.
I'm glad I could help. Seriously glad. And hey, I'm amazed you managed to hang on to the pole through all that.
I told myself I would not let go, no matter what.
Hold on there, Flayn. You have to let go sometimes. None of this is worth putting yourself in danger over. I think I'm starting to see why Setteth doesn't let you go fishing. Still, you never would have caught that fish without that fierce determination of yours.
Mother taught me to always see tasks through to the very end. But even she never fished up anything so large as this. And though she is no longer around, I would like to think she would be very proud of me.
So that's why you're so interested in fishing. Well, I think this was great, and I'm sure your mother would be proud.
Goodness, you do know how to compliment a lady. Still, I promise to surrender my pole if I ever find myself in this kind of situation again.
Well then, why don't we haul this thing back?
Yes, and then we can feast on the spoils of our victory. I wonder what it tastes like. I can't wait to find out. But, I cannot even fathom how best to prepare such a fish. We could slice it up and fry it, or boil it with vegetables, or... there are so many choices.
This has been so much fun. Flayn really reminds me of my sister. She was always so eager to practice in the kitchen when she was little, too. Hold on. Flayn. In a kitchen. Hey! Wait up! Let me help you! What's wrong, Ingrid? You look troubled.
Oh no, it is nothing. Don't worry about it.
It has to be something if you're just standing there staring off into space. You can always talk to me, you know. I might not be much help, but...
It's this land. It is so fertile. I cannot help but be amazed.
It is an unusually bountiful region for Fargus, and a beautiful one at that. It doesn't have nearly as much snow as the north, and multiple rivers flow through it. I could scarce take my eyes off of that wheat field we passed earlier.
My home does not have anything as lovely as that. It's nothing but a barren, rocky wasteland, and the soil we do have is so poor even the weeds disdain it. We have tilled the ground, removed rocks, and sowed seeds in hopes that our descendants might one day benefit, but... well, who knows how long it would take for us to have large, fruitful fields like the ones here.
Our blood, sweat, and tears will drench the land, serving as nourishment for those who come long after. You may not accomplish it in your lifetime, but the effort will definitely pay off down the road. Or, that's what I think, at least.
Those are the words of King Lugh, yes? From Lugh and the Maiden of Wind. That is one of my favorites.
Yeah, hearing you talk about your homeland actually reminded me of another part. At one point, it uses the phrase, barren as the land of Dagda. I'm sure it's just some term the poets created long after Lugh, but it got me curious. So I went and tracked down a travel journal about Dagda.
I haven't read many travel journals. What did it say?
It spoke of a crop that grew easily, even in their infertile soil. Apparently it's really filling and tastes amazing when boiled or baked.
It sounds too good to be true. Like a crop out of a fairy tale.
If only I knew what it was called. Shamir might be able to tell you more about it.
My homeland would greatly benefit from cultivating a plant like that.
I can't say for certain if it'll actually grow there, but it's probably worth looking into. And if there's any way I can help, just say the word.
I am sure a royal knight has better things to do than worry about the problems of House Galatea.
This isn't about my station. I'm just a pal lending a hand. Besides, I grew up poor. I know what it's like to go hungry. No one should ever have to experience that.
Thank you, Ashe. In that case, our first task is to look deeper into this miracle crop of yours. I wish we could wait until this war is over, but that would take too long. I want to learn all I can about it as soon as possible. Oh, this is so exciting.
Agreed. Now we just have to survive long enough to uncover its secrets. You saw one too. Glad it wasn't just me.
There you are, Ashe. I've been worried sick about you.
You were white as a sheet during our training earlier, and I was concerned you had taken ill.
No, I'm sure that was all just in your head.
That's not your usual carefree smile.
I guess I can't hide anything from you, huh? Truth is, I turned my ankle during practice. Thankfully, it's all right, but... well, it reminded me of the time I saw a ghost when I was a little kid.
Wait, a proper ghost? Oh, what did it look like? Did it say anything? What was it wearing? Oh dear, I'm sorry. I let myself get carried away there. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
No, it's all right. I can't let myself live in fear of it forever. So on that day, my brother took sick with a fever, and I went into the mountains to look for medicinal herbs. As I was walking along some unstable ground, I saw a large figure in the fog.
And you're sure there wasn't anyone else on the mountain with you that day?
Yeah, I was definitely alone up there. Plus, when I tried saying hello, the figure didn't answer. I knew then and there it was a ghost, and in my hurry to escape, my foot slipped, and I turned my ankle.
Well, it's important to be careful about where you step.
Wait, that's your takeaway? The story doesn't scare you at all?
Not really. If I'm honest, I heard a similar tale some time back. A long time ago, a man on a pilgrimage saw a strange, shadowy figure deep in the Ogma Mountains. He panicked and began to scream, thinking it a ghost or some other manner of evil omen. But in truth, it was none of those things.
Wait, so if it wasn't a ghost, what was it?
It was his own shadow reflected in the mist.
What? Then maybe what I saw was...
I can't say for certain, but it may have simply been a trick of the light.
Oh, gosh. I feel silly for being afraid of my own shadow for so many years.
It's quite understandable for you to mistake it for a ghost, especially since you hadn't heard the story about the shadowy figure.
Thanks, Mercedes. That makes me feel a lot better. Hey, but if you have time, you should listen to this guy's story.
Sorry, whose story?
This guy right here. Apparently he saw a real ghost a long time ago.
Ashe? You are the only other person here.
What? Come on. He's standing right next... Huh?
You were alone when I found you.
Wait, so you never saw him? What does that mean? Was he,
Mess hall food is just the best!
You're really piling up the plates there, Raphael. You must have been extra hungry.
Yeah, I was just out exercising. Food always tastes best after a long workout.
You should tell the chefs how much you enjoyed it. I'm sure they'd be pleased.
Will do. You know, I opened an inn myself, and I've been doing the cooking there. Except, I've never gotten a compliment from a customer. Not even once.
So they didn't like it? I wonder why.
I guess it just didn't taste very good. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about cooking, so I had a pretty rough time in the kitchen.
In that case, why don't we work on it together? You may not have as many chances to cook here, but I bet we can still find opportunities to hone your skills. Believe me, one of the best feelings in the world is having someone tell you they enjoyed a meal you created.
Hold on. You're gonna train me? You're the best, Ashe!
We'll get started right away. First, let's see you make something so I can get a feel for your skill level.
Well, how's it taste?
Well, it's not bad necessarily, but a huge pile of meat isn't really a meal. It's just meat.
Wait, you want something more than that? To each his own, I guess.
If you're going to focus on one ingredient, you have to work on your seasonings. This just tastes like a slab of bacon wrapped around a salt lick. Also, try using some vegetables. For a garnish, if nothing else. A little splash of color will make your dishes more appealing to the eye.
Huh. I never thought about how food looked.
That's something my father always used to say. If flavor is king, appearance is the royal court. He's actually the one who taught me that adding some color with vegetables will make things taste better, too.
Well, I guess I could jam a cucumber in there or something, if you think it'd help.
You can't just jam things in without thinking about it, Raphael. You have to prepare them first, then arrange them in a way that's pleasing to the eye. Every ingredient requires careful preparation in order to bring out its true flavor.
Okay. I think I get it.
For example, try seasoning the meat with some herbs, then boil your vegetables to remove the bitterness. After that, fan them out on the platter and...
Wait, hang on. I boil the bitterness out of the herbs, then blare the season? But which season? Fall? Spring? This is way harder than just throwing a hunk of beef on a plate.
Deep breaths, Raphael. You can do this. And since this whole training thing was my idea, I promise to stick it out to the very end.
Thanks, Ashe. With your help, I'm gonna make grub that'll have folks licking their plates.
What's up, Raphael?
There you are, Ashe. Here, sit down.
Okay.
Now, eat up.
Hey, this is the dish I was teaching you before. Raphael, did you make this yourself?
I sure did. So grab a shovel and dig in, 'cause it's all yours.
I've got to say, it looks a lot more appetizing than before. Plus, it smells fantastic. All right, let's see what we've got. That was delicious. You used just the right amount of salt, which really brought out the flavor of the herbs.
Hey, you were right. It really does feel great to hear someone say that. I practiced seasoning and putting things on the plate and all that stuff, just like you said. Oh, and I had some of the soldiers do a bit of taste testing for me. It sure was rough at first, but I think I've definitely improved.
You certainly have. I had no idea you were working so hard on this.
That's 'cause I was sneaky. I only wanted you to try it once I knew it was perfect. You worked so hard to teach me. I just had to pay you back somehow.
Raphael, You know my father used to run a restaurant, right? Well, this is the dish he was famous for.
You're not talking about Lord Leonardo, are you?
No, my birth father. He took ill and died a long time ago. I told you what he said about flavor and appearance because he always used to say it to me. And this tastes just like what he used to make. I've tried for years to get the same flavor, but I couldn't do it. Honestly, I never thought I'd taste it again.
Come on. Eating through tears is no way to enjoy a meal. Good food should make you smile, not cry.
Sorry, Raphael. Guess I got lost in the past there for a second. But you're right. Good food should make people smile. And everything tastes even better when you're sharing it with a room full of smiling people.
Wait. In that case... That's it! I'm making a new rule when I get back to the inn. You gotta smile when you eat good food.
That'll be good for the cook and the customers alike.
I knew you'd agree. Eating's supposed to be a celebration. So whenever you get a hankering for my cooking again, just say the word, Ashe.
Thanks, Raphael. And I'll be sure to eat it with a smile.
You're really eyeballing that giant stack of documents there, Ashe. Let me see what you've got. Records of military drills, archives of city taxes. You know, if you're searching for a particular needle in this load of hay, I can help you out.
Oh, I'm not looking for anything specific. I just thought they'd be good to study.
You're going to study all this?
Yeah. With the academy closed, I haven't had a chance to focus on learning lately. So, I thought I could give my brain a nice workout by reading old records and archives.
Hey, good for you taking the initiative. If it weren't for all this fighting, you and me would be living the schoolboy's dream right about now.
Right? We could be training together, taking classes on history and magic.
And when the ethereal moon comes, we'd go dancing with all the girls at the ball.
That's not quite what I had in mind.
So, are those records actually helping you?
Yeah, the ones on old military drills are especially interesting. It's fun just looking at them.
Just looking, huh? You might want to read a little deeper there. I mean, take this one for example. It talks about how the 3 northern houses held a joint exercise in 1166. And apparently they did so in the middle of a raging blizzard. It was so bad that some of their soldiers died, but they went ahead and did it anyway. Any idea why?
Drills in the snow in 1166. Oh! Were they trying to prepare for a confrontation with Shrang?
Nailed it. They were training for the northern conquest they carried out a few years later. In other words, they'd already decided to try and take the north by 1166. So, if you look at the other drills during that time, you might be able to piece together what the late king was thinking.
Interesting. You know, another document did mention an exercise conducted in Guinevere.
Because they'd already predicted that Shrang forces would cross the mountains, which meant battling in harsh desert terrain.
And that's why they were forbidden from using horses during that drill. It's amazing how you really start to see the bigger picture when you dig into details like that.
And that's why keeping records is so important. Anyway, I've probably bothered you long enough.
No, wait, teach me more. I mean, if you have time.
If you really want to learn, you're better off asking an actual professor type. I'm just, Sylvain.
No, you're a great teacher, and I can always ask them things when we're in the capital, but they won't be around when we're on the march. I just want to learn more so I don't embarrass the other knights. Please?
No, not the puppy dog eyes. Oh, fine, I'll help. But don't expect too much.
So, by stationing themselves in the bog, they were able to slow the advance of the enemy horses.
Exactly. But Lug's army was prepared in other ways too. They dug pitfalls, set up anti-cavalry palisades, and more. Laying all that groundwork is what led them to victory.
It's strange how the stories of King Lug don't go into much detail about him. But once you dig a bit, you realize he was a really talented tactician. I feel like I see him in a whole new light now. Say, do you think we could use this strategy in an upcoming battle? I know we can't do the exact same thing, but in that geography book you recommended to me before...
Where have you been hiding this talent? You're absorbing everything I teach you like a sponge. I can see why Lord Lonato had such faith in you.
Oh, it's not that. You're just a really good teacher.
Even taking that to be true, you're clearly an exceptional student. I'm actually sort of jealous that Dimitri gets a great knight like you by his side. I'd love to find some reason to steal you away to my territory after the war.
Don't joke like that, Sylvain. I serve His Majesty alone.
Ooh, shut down. But yeah, I get it. Still, are you really going to devote your entire life to being a royal knight? To live and die in Ferdiad?
That was my initial idea, but I had a talk with His Majesty recently that made me reconsider. He asked if I wanted to succeed Lonato and take over Castle Caspar after the war.
Castle Caspar, huh? That makes sense. Adopted or not, you are Lord Lonato's heir.
I doubt the townspeople will be very accepting of me after I allowed him to die. But I'm still the only one capable of taking on the job. Or at least that's how I like to think of it.
Sounds like a huge responsibility, all right. Definitely can't ask you to come to House Gautier in that case.
That land meant everything to Lonato, and I would do anything to protect it. I want to help other people the same way he helped me. And I think I'm finally strong enough to do that now.
I should have expected as much. But hey, if that's what you want to do, I've got your back. A little education can be handy for a knight, but castle lords need to learn everything they can get their hands on. So let me know if you ever need old Teach to fill your little head full of info, and I'll come running. Sheesh, listen to me. I think your serious nature is contagious.
You joke, but I think you've always been a serious person deep down. You're an intelligent man who's always got his mind on one thing or another. I mean, aside from the way you acted back at the academy.
Oh, the unkindest cut. Completely accurate, but still.
I'm excited to learn everything I can from you, Sylvain. I really am.
Here you go, Cully, as promised.
This feels a little light. You run into trouble moving the merchandise?
Sure did. With all the fighting lately, even the noble folk are getting real selective about who they do business with.
Well, nothing to be done for that. Our competitors certainly won't back down, so we can't afford to either. I'll think of something. Might involve crossing a dangerous bridge or three, but we'll work it out.
I'm pretty sure he went... Huh? Yuri?
Well, if it isn't Ashe. You seem out of breath. Am I really so charming?
Did you see someone suspicious come this way? I was chasing them down, but I lost them.
Ah, you must be referring to my lackey.
Your lackey? Wait, what is that you're holding?
Oh, just various proceeds from this and that. But I'll not say more, especially not in front of a royal knight like you.
Dirty money, is it?
Coin is coin. Whatever grime it may bear always washes clean in the end.
You know, I've been biting my tongue on this for a while, but I don't think it's right to earn money the way you do. You're so much smarter than me. You could do anything if you put your mind to it. There's no need to resort to cheating and hurting people to turn a profit.
Are you seriously trying to lecture the Lord of the Underworld? Oh, that's adorable. No one makes it through this life with clean hands. You should know that better than anyone. Sometimes you have to resort to just the most terrible things imaginable in order to feed your family. Am I right?
How do you know about my past? I've never told anyone.
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps I heard it from Count Rowe, or maybe even Lord Lenato. The sins we commit follow us until our dying day, my friend.
I know that, but even so,
Well, I'm a bit busy, so you work that out while I walk away. Bye then.
Yuri. No, I won't turn my back on you.
We lost him! Split up and search, boys! Don't let him get away!
They really are a persistent pack of scoundrels.
Someone shot me!
Yuri, over here! Oh, I think we're good. They won't chase us this far. Looks like I was just in time. Are you hurt?
So long as my face is fine, the rest of me doesn't matter. That's the real moneymaker, you know. And I appreciate the save, by the way.
You never change. Anyway, care to tell me why those thugs were after you?
Oh, just a little disagreement among businessmen. Happens all the time.
This is exactly why I said you had to find a different way to make money.
If you're going to lecture me, I'd prefer the arrow you gave my friend back there. Also, if you disagree with my methods, why save me in the first place? You could have left me to reap the consequences of my actions and had one less villain in the world.
I'm not lecturing you because I think you're a villain. I've no right to call you evil anyway. I just don't want to see you endanger yourself.
Sometimes the only way to get anything done is by putting yourself in harm's way. You should know. Or I suppose you wouldn't. What with your being an upstanding knight and all now.
Trust me, I know. I can't forget the past no matter how hard I try. But I still think what you're doing is wrong. Not only are you hurting other people, you're disregarding your own well-being.
I chose this life of my own accord, and I take pride in what I do. If I get hurt in the process, that's just part of the deal. And if I'm caught and the townspeople hurl stones and fruit as I march to my execution, I'll still die with a smile on my face because...
Okay, enough! This is the reason why I can't keep letting you do this! You want to protect the people important to you, right? Well, I want to make sure you don't end up dead and covered in rotting fruit! So if you still insist on being a reckless fool, I'm going to protect you anyway!
Even though it means siding with a filthy villain?
I'm not about to help you commit crimes. And if it looks like you're going to hurt someone, I'll do everything in my power to stop you. I just want to save my friend, okay?
I truly don't get you sometimes. Also, can't believe I'm going to fall for a cornball line like that.
Did you say something, Yuri?
Nothing. Forget it.
Here! Hype!
I still can't win!
Hey, coming to a draw with the almighty king of grappling's not a bad result. After all, you've got a disadvantage. What with our size difference and all.
Okay, but don't you have the disadvantage of our age difference?
Hey, I'm not that old.
And I'm not that short. I've actually grown a lot in these last 2 years. Give me a little time and I'll be towering over you.
Not sure you've got a growth spurt left in you at your age. And I'm a pretty big guy.
What did you say?
Oh, you want another piece? Let's go!
Didn't win. Again.
Another draw. You don't know when to quit. We're not getting anywhere fighting with our fists.
Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty much at my limit.
So, what's next?
Better make it something where we can compete on equal footing.
Naturally. Well, beyond fists, there's money, there's ladies.
How are you going to compete with money? All you do is complain about not having any. And ladies? That doesn't even make sense. I mean, unless you want us to dress up in ladies' clothes and compete to see who looks better.
You're really not understanding this, are you?
Stop, you're annoying. Also, this break gave me time to get my energy back. So put 'em up! It's back to fists!
Better hope your body can pay the bill your mouth keeps running up.
Yeah!
Yeah!
opening!
Huh? Claw! Ugh. You got me good, friend. I concede.
Yes! I won!
You didn't fight like yourself today, and I mean that in a good way. You fended off everything I had, then saw an opening at the last second and really showed me what's what. You turned my own height advantage against me. I never saw it coming.
Yeah, it was quite the ending, all right. That said, it wasn't my idea to fight like that. Linhardt mentioned it was the only way for me to beat someone with your height.
Still, even if it wasn't your idea, you're the guy who put it into action. So no need to be humble. Puff that chest out for Linhardt's sake.
I'll do just that. But now I found myself with a new goal to worry about. This victory came from me getting outside advice. Next time, I want to win it all by myself.
Hey, it's okay to have ambitions and junk, but... Look, if you ask me, I think there's more value in winning with someone than in smashing skulls alone.
Wait, you do?
Yep. When it comes to a fist, the more people behind the punch, the stronger it gets. Me, for example, I've got Holst backing me up. That guy's helped me tons of times in my life.
You're old childhood friends, right?
Sure are. We're two peas in a rotten pod. Although right now, each pea is off in a different place. But I know we'll see each other again somewhere down the road. Not a doubt in my mind.
In that case, I guess Linhardt is my Holst.
We're the same, you and me. Warriors who fight with childhood buds backing up their fists.
Except that our friends aren't the tiniest bit alike in terms of personality or military skill.
Nothing wrong with that. It's natural for folks in different positions to have different ways of life. All you and I can do now is live life with everything we've got. If you train with all your heart, you can live and die without a single regret.
Yeah, you're right. We've got nothing but fighting. So let's fight and fight and fight until this war is over.
Oh, hang on, pal. I've got money and women to think about too, you know.
And I've got martial arts, brawling, and hand-to-hand combat to think about.
That's all fighting.